Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of unspecified cosmic origin, my name is Nate, and I am joined today on this lovely podcast by the one, the only, the Void. Void, how's it
Hi.
going?
It's okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, it's nice
I'm
the
killing
audience can.
rebels.
Well, they do call them rebel scum for a reason.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also nice because the audience can now hear you, Void, because we are recording on the lovely app called Discord with lovely headsets and a lovely recording bot called Craig. So
Big.
Craig's
Yeah.
fantastic, honestly. He,
You
he,
tried to kill him.
well, because I had to test out how it works, so I had to delete recordings and unadd him from the group.
He killed Craig. He
I
bought a
did
new
not.
Craig for that.
I did not go on Craigslist and buy a new Craig. This is
You did.
misinformation. It's
He,
misinformation.
he went on Craigslist. You know how many Craigs they have on there?
There's so
So
many
many.
Craigs and Craigslist. It's filled with Craigs.
An abundance of Craigs.
An overabundance of Craigs. So
Yes.
it's been a while since we've recorded. Void, how are you doing? Anything new, entertaining in your life? Any new words of wisdom you wish to share?
The season is hot and dry.
Yes, because it's summertime. That's normally what
Yeah.
happens during the summer.
Disappointingly.
But you're done with school finally, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
not very
I'm done.
you're not very talkative today.
No, I'm not.
Maybe we have to go do another monster drink episode. Maybe that'll raise your
No.
energy. You
That
sure?
was weeks ago. That was weeks ago.
Yeah, the last one worked out so well, so we should probably do another one.
It didn't. It made
It
me bounce
took
around the house.
Yeah, it ended so well. So well
That
in
doesn't.
fact that you were laying on the couch upstairs later that night complaining how bad your stomach hurt.
Uh-huh.
And to
Yeah.
me that's an absolute win. So
To
but
you,
today,
yes.
for me, yes it is. But today we're gonna be talking about a topic that's very close to both my heart and Void's heart. No, it's not the affections of women, it is video games. Both me and Void enjoy playing video games quite a lot, so I thought it'd be fun to ask what are some of our favorite games are and what we enjoy playing. So, Boyd, any game that you want to start off talking about first? I have an idea of a couple you're gonna wanna bring up.
Right now, I am playing Star Wars, so I think we should start with that.
You're not playing Star Wars. You're playing Star Wars Battlefront from 2015.
That's still Star
With
Wars.
It's Star Wars, but it's not like the definitive
But
Star
it
Wars game at this
sucks.
point. Yes, it does. It does. I mean, it used to be a really good game, and then Battlefront 2 came out in what was that 2018 or something, and
Yeah.
completely blew that game out of the water. Which
And then they gave
is
up support on Battlefront 2 for
which,
Battlefield 2042, which sucks.
that continues to blow my mind at this very day that they actually gave support for a decent game. If you
Well,
go
people
back
are
into
beginning to like it again.
well, that's the thing. They pulled support for Battlefront 2 as soon as it became popular again. Like people were starting to get back into it because EA had fixed a bunch of the issues, and then they pulled support for it, which
Right.
sucks. Which absolutely sucks because it's fun going back to.
It is.
But they pulled support and threw the entire development team over to Battlefield 2042, which we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
It,
That
it,
game
it, told,
died so fast. Like, I think that's one of the fastest games to die.
it didn't come out and it was dead. Like
Yeah.
people were complaining about it in the beta, and none of the issues got fixed in the actual game. I don't think you've played more of it than I have. So
I have, and well, I haven't tried multiplayer recently, but multiplayer is not fun. It just crushes your soul every time you play it. So I would not
that
recommend picking it up
that
if you
that's
don't have it already.
that's an accurate description of it. It also it doesn't look good either. Like a lot of the
I mean,
new
For like
No,
a big PvP game, it's not bad. Like if you're looking for something like a battle experience with just huge number of people PvPing, it's not bad. But
let me put it this
other
way
than
though.
that,
Let,
like
let me put,
customization is just bad.
let me put it this way though. Battlefront 2 looked way better than Battlefield 2042, and one of those games came out this year,
Right.
which is again disappointing that they pulled support for Battlefront 2, but whatever. I'm still firmly in the camp of hoping that they decide to make Battlefront 3.
They
Um,
won't. You
they're
know
not
they
going
won't.
to. No, I know they won't. Because EA likes to do this thing where they pull support off of the second game, like Battlefront 2, Titanfall 2. Uh, it's happened quite a bit. I don't know. Do you blame completely switching gears here? Do you blame Titanfall 3 not coming out on EA or Respawn?
I blame it on EA because Respawn makes the games and develops all the content and stuff for the games, but EA kind of dictates and gives them money for the projects of those games.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and
I blame more of EA than
well,
Respawn. Because
the
Respawn's a good company.
well that goes to the point that I've had for a couple years now. I firmly believe that if you were able to pull Respawn from EA, they would all of their games would be better off. Because I firmly believe that the reason that Apex has started to go downhill, that the reason I mean, Battlefront wasn't Respawn, but that was EA. But a lot of the games that Respawn tends to make are just filled with microtransactions and bugs that should be simply fixed, but they're not
Hmm.
because they're not given the time by EA. Because it's just okay, roll out more monetization content.
Right.
Um,
Because the only time you get like updates for Apex is like every 3 months for the new season,
at minimum, I would
and then
say.
you get like the collection event in the middle, but that's really it for stuff. You don't really get much more entertainment than that.
I mean, they try, and I hope they start to change it, especially with Apex Mobile coming out and the entire community realizing, oh crap, the mobile
Apex
version
Mobile is
of the
better,
game is
right?
better than the console game. Um, I don't think it's gonna change, especially until you can kind of get Respawn away from EA. I don't think anything's gonna really change, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Um,
but then I don't think Respawn would have the money or resources to be able to make more Apex content or more anything content
yeah,
without EA. So
you might be right. You might be right on that. But no, the two really good Respawn games I'll point people to show their prowess as a studio are actually three technically are Titanfall 2 because you can't play
very
the
good
original,
game.
well, because you can't play the original Titanfall because they nuked it from
Well, you
being able to
can
be
you
okay.
can if you own it.
Explain this one, Boyd, because you actually know how to play Titanfall 1 at this point.
So it's still on like EA Play, but I think all you have to do is make sure you have the like uh the online subscription to be able to play it, but I think the servers are pretty much dead because there's no offline mode. So, I mean, you still can technically play it, but you'd have to wait a while for servers. I don't think you would actually be able to find too many of them.
Right. It's the same issue with Titanfall 2. The bigger issue I've run into trying to go back and play that is you get like a code net error 90% of the time that just flings you out of the lobby.
That used to
So
be the case. I haven't gone back in a while, but it could still be.
it
But I thought they
it
fixed that.
it's been a
They
while
might not have.
since I've tried. I don't think they have because they normally unless it's like a you can't play the game issue that we're actually coming up on the I think almost the year anniversary of that where a group of hackers decided to take down Titanfall 2.
No,
Um,
Apex. They took down Apex
it was
to
both,
try.
wasn't it?
No, I think since Apex is just that bad that not Apex, but Titanfall 2 is just so bad that you can't play it. Ooh. Yeah, one of the Titanfalls is so bad you can't play it that they took down Apex
That might have been
on
it.
I think the 4th of July.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I honestly found it kind of amusing.
It's funny looking back at it, I
It
guess,
is.
but yeah, but no, the three games I'd point to people to to basically look at to see Respawn's prowess as a game studio and why I do really like them are Titanfall, Apex, and Jedi Fallen Order. Like all three of those
And the
are
new Jedi Fallen Order that's coming out soon.
well,
Because that should be good.
I can't recommend that without playing it. That being
Yes,
said,
but
I don't
bias off
disagree
the
with you.
bias
I
off the
don't.
first game, it should be good.
Yeah, exactly. I have high expectations for that one, so it should be fun. Um, but a lot of the stuff Respawn does is really good, really. I'm gonna say polished, knowing that Apex comes out with game breaking bugs every season. But
Yeah, yeah.
no, but Void, I'm proud of you. You did not initially start talking about Control, so hats off to you on that one.
I mean, it's not a bad game. It's really good. I've gotten off playing it because I don't know why I have, but other games
Yeah,
just interest me, I
but
guess.
you bought the DLC for
I did. I still haven't finished it. So, yeah.
that. that that sounds like me with just buying games at this point because I so for those of you who don't know I one of the things with antique stores or like stores in
Game
general
stores,
is yeah or even just like regular stores like Target and Walmart is I like to look for some like the older games that are a little cheaper that I've wanted to pick up so for instance I think it was last weekend I picked up one of the Wolfenstein games, and then a the Horizon what was it Zero
Zero
Dawn or
Dawn,
whatever the first one
Horizon.
was.
It's one of the Horizon games.
Yeah, exactly. And then a Star Trek movie tie-in. And
Right.
I had the realization when I put those on my shelf the other week. Oh my god, I am never getting.
Right.
I am never playing all of these. I'm buying too many. Um, but no, in terms of that, and in terms of just buying games that it's like you think are cool, I love seeing the physical collection. Me and you have gotten into arguments about this that if you have a game digitally, you don't actually own it. But
Well,
I like seeing the
honestly,
physical collection of something.
honestly, like if you own, this is my argument, right? If
Yep.
you own uh a couple like let's talk about the Black Ops series. So I own like
Right. Yeah.
I honestly don't know, but I have Black Ops 4 digitally because it's free, and I have all the rest of them like just miscellaneous, probably all cases and whatever. Do I
You
still
have
own it? Because I think
you
I own it still because I have it on the system and I have the rest on disc.
you
But
have Black Ops,
you
I believe 4 and 5 are
four
digital
and
for
five,
you.
yeah, yeah,
For you. And you have one and two are on your Xbox, and then three's on the PS4. I think.
yes, yeah, it
I
is.
don't, I don't know. My argument is that with the disc, you technically own the code of the game. With it being digital, the games developer studio whatever can pull the license at any point, and you can lose access to that game. So even though you paid for it and you own it
Has that
digitally,
ever happened though?
it hasn't really, to my knowledge, it hasn't happened. But you can find yourself in an instance like I'm going to pick on Cyberpunk here, where they pull the game from the store and you're unable to play it. Now I don't know if
Well, that's different because they pull it from the store, but I think if you still had the digital version, you kept it.
that, and that's what I'm not sure of. I'm going to suspect that they pulled that as well
I
and
don't
gave you a
think they
refund.
would. Oh, they might give you a refund for
Yeah,
that.
I suspect that they might have pulled it and given you a refund. That being said, I don't know. That's what I'm assuming happened.
Maybe. I would still assume that if you bought it like on the store, that you just keep it.
Sure. That side tangent. I'm at on the PS5. It's great. It's really fun. If you have a PS5 and want to check it out, please do. It's a gorgeous game. It's really cool.
Yeah. Honestly, everything. Yeah, everything is better with the PS5. Everything.
Most things are, unless you get a bug in control that makes all of the windows blindingly white.
That was so funny.
I
Yeah,
I
you
I
just
don't know
started the
what caused
game.
that.
No, I think because you didn't have everything downloaded, and you just started the
That might have
game,
been it.
and everything was white. Everything.
Everything, everything.
Nothing was safe.
No, nothing, nothing was safe. But so we've kind of talked about some of the games that are out now that we like, right? Are there
Hmm.
any games coming out that you know of that you're looking forward to? Because I'm not really caught up on what's supposed to come out soon.
Well, you know,
Um,
Jedi Fallen Order is supposed to come out soon.
no, not Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Jedi Survivor,
Oh yeah, they
which is
changed the name. Great.
which is a stupid name.
Fallen Order is a better
Uh,
name, honestly.
I never really liked the game being called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I wish it was just called Star Wars Fallen Order or Star Wars Survivor.
Right, because it's kind of like a new adventure. It shouldn't be
Right.
called. You know, I think games, like especially most games, if they have the initial title of like Star Wars or like Tom Clancy's, people kind of assume it's going to be really good. Personally, I don't like the Tom
Okay.
Clancy games.
Okay. I forgot about this. I hate Rainbow Six Siege
Oh
with
yeah, it's
a
bad.
passion. I hate
Yeah,
playing it. With a group of friends, it's probably fine. Playing it by yourself is an absolute nightmare.
it's misery.
It is. It's absolutely terrible playing it by yourself. I hate it.
I mean, I I tried the free trial of Extraction, right? That's what it's called.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
That's it's the same basic stuff as in yeah, whatever the game's called, but it sucked. I thought
It's
it looked like it was gonna be really good because of all the trailers and like kind of Monster Hunter type of game,
yeah. Yep.
but it just sucks.
It's stretching is laughably bad. Like it's a terrible game. It's terribly designed. It's boring. So
It's hugely boring.
okay, because you're not fighting against intelligent enemies.
No, they're dumb. They're very dumb.
Yeah, they're basically just walking around. Although, complete tangent. I'm looking at IGN for new games that are coming out. Nothing of note there. Nothing of
Nothing of
interest.
note.
Nothing of interest is on this list at all. But there was a PlayStation live stream in like 15 minutes from the time of us recording this. So I'm
Mm.
hoping there might be some stuff out. Oh, I forgot about one that I'm looking forward to.
Which one?
Final Fantasy VII Part Two.
Ah, yeah. You have been
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yes. Yes. The first one was fantastic. So I had never played through Final Fantasy VII really before uh uh the new game came out. I had heard of it, but once I played through uh the new one, I'm like, oh god, this is good. And I've been thoroughly excited for the second part of it to come out. Again, if you haven't checked it out, please do. It's fantastic. It's really good.
Well, I've seen you play it, and it looks kind of good, but it's not exactly my style because It's more of an RPG kind of game, right?
It's a mix of an RPG. So the original is a very heavy set RPG. This one,
Right.
you, I think you can play this one in classic mode, which makes it just like an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the new one is kind of 50-50 between a beat 'em up and an RPG.
Beat 'em up.
Uh, there's a better name for the genre, and I'm blanking on it right now. Yeah,
Yeah, there is definitely a better name.
there, there absolutely is. There absolutely is. But yeah, I avoid unless you have any other games that you table. I think this is just about going to wrap up our episode today.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's other games, but nothing really worth noting.
Yeah, at the end of the day, even if we completely forgot to mention something that we've played that
Oh,
we've
we did.
tried,
We most definitely
well,
did.
we absolutely did.
Like Lego games.
Quick tangent: Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, fantastic. Have been having a really good time with that one. But if we didn't mention a game that you really like or that we've talked about even before you, if you know us, that doesn't mean that we don't think. It means that we didn't talk about it. We kind of forgot about it. And I think that at the end of the day, play what you want to play, enjoy what you want, because we all have different tastes.
Right.
So, Lloyd, do you have any parting words of wisdom to give the audience before we send them off into potentially another 4 month content drought? Not 4 month, 4 week content drought.
No, except uh maybe consider subscribing, because why not?
I
Because you
didn't
never,
do it. I didn't do the call to action. It's at the end of the video now. Anyway,
because
continue, Lloyd. Continue.
you'll never know the next time we post. So unless you
Yeah.
subscribe, so do it. Do
Yes.
it right now.
Leave a if you want to leave a comment with your favorite game. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon. I don't really. It does something. I've hit it on accident on a couple of YouTube channels, and you starts yelling at me about it. So, uh, it does something. but
It's
yeah,
encouraging. I
but
don't know
yeah.
what it does, but it
Oh,
does.
I don't. But thank you for your continued support. It's been really fun making these. Sorry for the month long drought, but it's been nice to get kind of back into a summer routine of working on a more normal basis. So I hope to be uploading a little bit more consistently. Both me and Void know that's not going to happen, but it's a hope and a dream and a wish. And I think that just about wraps it up. Unless Void, you don't have anything else to mention?
I already mentioned what I need to mention.
That's fair. That's fair. Void is a man of few words. So I think with that we are gonna wrap it up. So take care everyone and have a good one.
Goodbye.
Craig, get out. Leave. Leave.
Bye, Craig.
Craig.
You're not welcome.